Now, Anthony Albanese has used a taxpayer-funded trip to a UK Labor conference to praise, left-wing leaders and progressive politics. Before he got up to speak, Keir Starmer told the audience that Mr Albanese was an inspiration and a partner in standing up to the divisive politics of the right. Now, Albanese had earlier said that he didn't want to see the rise of populist organisations such as Reform UK, headed up by Nigel Farage. Now, that's what the Prime Minister has been up to. But Adam, I want to get your thoughts on what's coming up in just a few weeks' time, this meeting between Donald Trump and Anthony Albanese. It is finally happening on October 20. Donald Trump has cancelled a couple of times before. He could still cancel, but this is set to be going ahead in Washington. Certainly comes with some risks. How do you expect it's going to go?
Yeah, well, look, I think it certainly does come with some risks. If I was Anthony Albanese, I'd be very worried about this 20th of October meeting. Of course, there's going to be a sit-down in front of the press in the Oval Office, as there normally is, and who knows what Donald Trump is going to say. There are many areas of disagreement with Australia at the moment. The defence spending issue, of course, the US wants us to spend much more. There's the Palestine issue, there's the climate change issue. So, there is any number of issues where there could be a great embarrassment for Albanese. I mean, there seems to be some good news out in recent days that apparently the Pentagon has green-lighted the first phase of AUKUS, that is the submarine sales. So let's hope that is true. But look, it's about time that he's got this meeting, but it's certainly not without risk, that's for sure.
And just finally, back home, skynews.com.au is reporting that budget papers reveal the full extent of this Albo wave mass immigration experiment, that it's on a totally different scale to anything Australia has ever seen before. Looking at the budget papers and projections, 2 million migrants would have been added to Australia's population by the end of Albo's second term, according to those numbers. So 2 million, and that's 2 million new migrants in a country of 27 million people, which, as of course we know, that means that's 2 million more people on the roads, looking at rentals, in emergency rooms, at universities. Can I get your reaction to this?
Yeah, well, look, that's going to be 1 in 14 Australians, I believe, and, it is very stark. I think the point to make there is just in relation to the UK. So the influx here has just been so much greater. I mean, their population's almost 3 times ours, and they've had 4 million, and we've had 2 million. So, that's pretty basic maths that shows we've had far more immigrants per capita. And the interesting thing to me is there hasn't yet been the pushback, but I think it's going to come. And it's, you could say it's testament to Australians' character. We're very welcoming. We've been very good, but there are limits to that, I think, and the government really needs to be wary of that.
I think very well said, and I think you're right. I think time will tell, and we'll see how this plays out. Adam Creighton, thank you so much for your time.